Welcome back. As we see in the article, there was some good news, but also some of the bad news. South Korea might not be the best among the OECD countries, but it is getting better among suicide rates. In the past, there was kind of a failed attempt to help stem the rise in suicide rates, and in fact, might have even caused more. I don't know how it caused more, but apparently this sort of campaign to give positive messages in more popular suicide spots backfired big time. However, there was another sort of area in Korea that had wild success. They decided to give very practical and focused efforts, especially on mental health. So they were like, let's open up like easier to access and even free to access mental health experts and sort of counselors or whatever, some sort of help to people who are younger and to people who are older. They also sent people to check on older people and try to be like, having some sort of, communication with them, some sort of relationship in a way. And they also even did programs specified only for elderly men. So this has caused a severe reduce or drastic reduce in suicide rates. And it's been a really good initiative. Yeah.
Great news.
And yes, it is great news. And it's kind of like could signal a big switch and change in Korea to kind of focus more on the effects of mental health, especially for the younger and the elderly, and how making some simple but very, amazing sort of initiatives would actually help these suicide rates. Yeah. And we do want to say, if you are in Korea, please call 1393 if you have any sort of dark thoughts, and they will give you immediate help. And I suggest if you're in any other country, look up the suicide prevention hotline there as well. Do you think that depression is a major issue in South Korea?
I guess I would say I think it's a major issue everywhere. So surely it must be also an issue in South Korea. A lot of the stressors, a lot of the factors that contribute to depression are present all over the world. And also we're human. We're all human. We've all got a similar body chemistry, so just as likely here as anywhere.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, we're all human, and therefore we can all be depressed. We are all potential walking meat sacks.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
And so not having depression is perhaps not an option. It's how we deal with it when it comes and what options are available to people with depression.
I think that's pretty important. It's, depression comes and goes. Dark thoughts can come and go. Intrusive thoughts can come and go. It's how we deal with them. Ignoring them has not worked out. So maybe it's time to talk about it.
Do you have any ideas about what the leading causes of suicide are for this younger group, for the teenagers?
I think it's, in the end, lack of hope. But what I want to preface that with, or at least explain that with, is I think a lot of younger people grow up with a black and white view of success. It's, do you fail the test or did you succeed the test? And when you have that high competition and high stress and high pressure to succeed, and then you fail, well, I should say fail. It's not a real failure, but anyways, your world is gone. It's dead. It's like, oh, everything I have worked for 10 years, for 14 years, for 18 years even, is now completely gone. And I have no life anymore. Because all you know is that 18 years of working hard for one thing that you did not achieve. And what you don't realize is there's another 60 years where achieving things and success and your version of success is quite achievable. But younger people don't see that. They just see the disappointment, lack of hope, and they wonder why they should live. And there's plenty of reasons to live. And I hope that the teachers and parents around them kind of encourage them in that area. But a lot of the times that doesn't come across, even if the parents are trying, it doesn't come across to the teenager or young child, at least in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I feel the same. Yeah, I think as soon as you said the word test, it does seem a sort of life and death thing to some people. Yeah, and that's very sad. they don't see other options. They need other
Yeah.
options, for their future.
Yeah, there should be other options, I mean, I wish I had other options when I was growing up. Like, I think if someone sat me down and said, hey, there are many options to your future, college is only one of them. Yeah, like one of so many. And I didn't know about those options till much later in life. And so now I do.
Yay.
And I have no use for my college degree except for moving here. Yes.
Yeah.
However, I loved it. I loved college, but yeah, I don't know. A lot of different details, and we also have a lot of deep-seated sort of biases that we need to get rid of to get to the next part of this. Sort of depression and suicide prevention.
Yeah, I liked what you said about widening our definition of success. We're all caught. I think Korea the same, but a lot of other nations suffer it too. We're caught in the trap that material success is the only type of success that there is, and obviously some level of money and a house, some kind of roof over your head, some food to eat is necessary, but. There are other routes to feeling satisfaction and happiness from family, from great relationships and hobbies and fun and helping others and all kinds of things. So.
Happiness can come from studying that vocabulary. So let's go ahead and dive into that, and we'll see you in the next article. Bye.
Materialize.
Materialize.
Deter.
Deter.
Initiative.
Initiative.
Postpartum.
Postpartum.
Deep-seated.
Deep-seated.